Hi everybody, welcome to the 33rd video of my channel, Crafty Cat Stitcher. I also had a Flosstube anniversary. Is that how you say it? Or is it Flossiversary? I don't know. But I had my second Flosstube anniversary as of June 30th. You know, way back when I did video number 1, did I ever think I was going to be at 33? No. I mean, I had no idea. But, it was strange talking to my phone, talking to my camera. I think all Flosstubers probably go through that, or most of them. It was very strange. It still is a little bit strange, but it's getting easier, and now that I kind of know what I'm doing. So I hope you're enjoying, and welcome back. I'm Kathy, and today is July the 7th, 2019, Sunday. And I'm filming on a Sunday today, a little different. So, what's been happening? Well, I've been doing a lot of reading. My second favorite hobby probably is reading. And I don't know if you borrow books from your library, if you're a library patron, but you can put books on reserve, and I tend to do that. And, you know, like right now I have books on reserve, like one of them is like 75 out of 100. So I'm 75th in line out of 100 people, 25 in back of me, you know. So it's okay. But the problem is, and it always happens, I'll get like 3 books at a time, and we have 2 weeks to read them. So I'm just speed reading through these things. Luckily, I am a fast reader, slow stitcher, fast reader, so I can get through them. So, you know, it's kind of like stitching. I want to stitch all the things, and I want to read all the things. So that's one thing that's been taking up a little bit of time for me, but it's okay. And for those of you who are interested, maybe I think what I'll do is down below I will put the names of some of the books I've read lately. That there's been a couple really good ones. So I hope you're all doing well. And let's see, what else is happening? Oh, anybody, I know a lot of people went to StitchCon, and it looked like a really cool time. Maybe someday. I still have a couple of retreats myself coming up, one in September, one in October, that I'm really looking forward to. So, you know, I can look forward to that, and maybe dream of going to StitchCon one day. I don't know. We'll see. So hope you all had a good time. Just from the pictures on Flosstube and Facebook, Instagram, it just looked like it was just tons of fun. So glad you got to go. Glad you had a good time. And we'll see about next time. I don't know. Or maybe the time after. I don't know. Let's see. I've got some whips that I would like to show you today, because that's why we're here. And I'm going to straighten out a little bit. There. I think that's good. The first one I worked on, so I started doing my rotation again. Well, I have been. And I think this time I spent a little more time on each of the ones that I stitched on. So there's not as many, but I think I got a little bit more done than I normally would have. I worked on Life Tree by Robaris, which is, as you know, if you've been watching me for a while, it's one of my favorites. And there's my progress. I'm trying to get a really good, and as you can see, I'm using a hoop, but it's all good. I'm stitching this 1/1 on 25 count Lugana in potato, and it went through a little tea-dye dip. And I'm using DMC 815 floss. So 1/1, tiny stitches, but it's still going to be a pretty big project when finished. I'm going to get my picture out again so you can see it. So there's that. If you hear noise in the background, it's my husband and my brother-in-law trying to get my husband's truck started in the garage. We'll see. So anyway, that's Life Tree, which I love, and I'm going to put it right here. And my needle came out. I worked also on Bluebird Salute by Luminous Fiber Arts, Misty Purcell. There's that one. It's just adorable. I think I showed this to you in my last video. I'm going to put that over there and show you my progress. No, I didn't get it done for the 4th, but it'll be done for the next 4th. Look how cute he is. Isn't he adorable? So, and it's fun to stitch. I'm using, I think mostly the call for colors, which I miraculously had in my stash. That's pretty miraculous when you can do that. I like this chart so much. I did a blog post. I have a blog, Crafty Cat. It's just plain Crafty Cat without the stitcher. I did a blog post about this, showed my progress, and I'm giving one of these away to a lucky person whose name I draw, not here, but on my blog. If you want to enter, you have to be a subscriber to my blog, which is called Crafty Cat, and I know there are quite a few Crafty Cat blogs, but I will put the link below. I'm going to draw a name tomorrow, July 8th, probably in the evening. I'll just wait till pretty late to do it, and then I'll announce the winner, I don't know, maybe on Tuesday. I also worked on my focus project, which is Tulip's Praise, Gracewood Stitches, which is really pretty. I wish I had a bigger picture of it. This is a little bit pale, a little faded out, but that's okay. What I did was I started doing this border right here, and you know how you get maybe a little bored. It's like all one color and it's like repetitive. So then I went up and I started working in this area on some of like these little outlines, which I will show you in a minute. So this is, like I said, this is my focus project. I would love to get it done sometime in the next year. Does that sound good? I'm doing this on 18 count Jobelin, off-white, or antique white, I'm not sure. But see, you can see where I was saying, okay, I'm going to do this. And then I said, ugh. So then I started doing this outline in a paler blue. I'm doing all the call for colors, which is really cool because really the colors in this are so cool. So that's Tulip's Praise by Gracewood Stitches. Love it. Want to finish it. I want to frame that at some point. Next, I worked on a Salute to Abigail by Blackbird Designs. And it's in this book, Sweet Land of Liberty. And as I look through this book, I say, I want to stitch everything in this book. Everything. But anyway, that's Salute to Abigail. And I'm working on this center section. And I've been asked in the past, let me show it to you, then I'll talk about the flosses. This is where I am. It's coming along. I have made really considerable progress since I worked on this last. So, this is 32 count? I don't know. It's The Colors Meek by R&R. I love this fabric. I love it. And it's the call for. But the threads are not, they called for silks, and I just decided to use some overdyed floss instead. So my color changes are wavy navy, and it's classic colors, but I have a very old crescent color, wavy navy. That's a cool color. Also, Classic Color Works Red Currant. Okay, Classic Color Works Tartan Plaid for the lighter blue. And then for the off-white, I'm using Gentle Arts Oatmeal, which is lovely. And a lovely combination. When you put them all together, they look very pretty, as you can see on my project. So those are the substitutions I did. So what I think I'm going to do is, that, you know what, that's it. That's all I did with stitching this month, which seems like I did something else and I just don't know what it was. I'm going to have to look through my things. It just seems like there was more, but it's okay. Oh, I wanted to show you this. I should have showed you this at the beginning because I wanted to say Happy July. That's my little finish from Snowflower Diaries Joyful World series, monthly series. Is, you know, the last time I looked, it was still on Facebook. Free charts, one for every month, and just adorable. Just every one of them is so pretty. And I really am sticking to the call for colors of floss. But this one I decided to stitch on a celadon green. I think it's celadon green. I think it's either Jovelin or Lugana 25 count. And I'm doing it 1/1, which makes these teeny tiny, so I could just pop one into the frame every month. Every month that I have done. I need to work on some more of these. That would be a good start to do, is find one that I haven't done yet. But that's July, so I wanted to show that to you. If you're interested, I will try to remember to put the link below. Yeah. Okay. So that's the whips for the month. I watched some new Flosstubers. I'm going to get my notes. There's no shortage of Flosstubers, and it's the same thing as reading. I want to read all the things, I want to stitch all the things, and I want to watch all the Flosstube. That's a lot of Flosstube. So what I try to do is I try to support new Flosstubers and see what they have to say. And the ones I watched this month, or this past few weeks, I watched Anne from the Shepherd's Needle. Anne is the owner of the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock, Arkansas. She is a wealth of knowledge. I love the way she promotes cross stitch and promotes do what you like to do. Switch a color, switch fabric. Do what you want to do. She shows a lot of things. She shows new products that she has in the store. It's really helpful, and I think that's going to be one of my go-tos. I also watched Jennifer Bluegrass Stitcher. I think it's Bluegrass Stitchers. She talks a lot about her group, the Bluegrass Stitchers, and I like her style. I just like, she has a really calm demeanor, and somebody that I would probably like to watch a lot more of. That was Jennifer Bluegrass Stitchers. And last, I watched Erin. That's simply the title of her Flosstube as of right now. Erin, E-R-I-N. And she's been stitching for a while, and you can tell she has some really beautiful projects going on, and has even designed a project. So again, I like the way she presented her Flosstube. So 3 people that you might like to go and check out. So go ahead, check them out. I actually had an FFO. Really? You say? Yeah, I did. It's Kaleidoscope in its beautiful frame. Isn't that pretty? Okay. The chart is called Kaleidoscope. The designer is Sheena Rogers. And this is one of the frames I got from Nice Frames on Etsy. They are bare wood. Bare wood, they're very imperfect, or some of them are, as you can see. I don't mind that. I think it's cool. Mark put a little bit of like a wipe off stain on it. Kept doing it till I said, okay, wait a minute, that's the color I want. And when I framed it, I didn't realize that there was, I don't know why, it's like you're supposed to measure, but it fits exactly in here. There's really no fabric showing, maybe a little tiny bit, but that's it. I put this on Instagram one day because at first I was just not 100% sure if I loved it, and I got a lot of positive responses, and then by then I was kind of like, I like it. I do like it. So I'm leaving it just like that. It's all ready to go. I got it in there, and it just needs a hanger. That's it. And which way does it go? I don't know. Any way I want. It's not quite symmetrical. It's got some different color variations in it, but this was a really cool stitch. And when you think about it, yeah, it's a all over design. I guess I have stitched I've stitched an all over design. Isn't that miraculous and fun? But anyway, whichever way. I know where I'm going to put this. There's a little wall right outside my craft room, and it's like when you come up the stairs and you look to the right, there's that little wall. And there's nothing on it right now, so that's going on it. Kaleidoscope. I like it. And I'm glad I got it done. And this kind of goes with my favorite find of the week. This is something kind of interesting. Some years ago, my husband, son, and I went to London for a visit. And it was the first time I was out of the country, basically the only time I was ever out of the country. And we went into Waterstone's bookstore, which is an amazing bookstore. And I just wanted to get something that was British. I wanted to get something that, would really commemorate my trip. And I bought mini cushions and cross stitch by Sheena Rogers, whose name I just said is as the designer of Kaleidoscope. And it's not in here. Kaleidoscope is a separate pattern. But, there's 30 designs of her little cushions in here. That was meant to be a cushion, and I just decided to frame it. I like her designs, and I want to show you one. I'm going to show you a few. Look how pretty. And they're all all over design. It's all over stitching. I'm going to find some for you and show you. There's some other little designs that are not like that, but look how pretty that is. So I picked this up, and then years later, maybe a few years later, I purchased this chart from her directly, and then I realized that she's the designer of the book. She's the author and designer of the book that I bought when I was in London. So I thought that was kind of cool. Have I ever stitched anything from here? No. Will I? Yeah. I really want to. I'll show you one more, and then we'll move on. But, cool. It's just and yeah, this is cool too. So anyway, it's called Mini Cushions and Cross Stitch. If you're interested, I like it. It is a favorite find. So anyway, let's see what else I got. Oh yeah, so we went to Boston a few weeks ago to visit my son Matt and his wife Stephanie, and we had a really good time. It was a short visit, but it was jam-packed. We went to the Downton Abbey exhibit in downtown Boston, and it was actually in a castle. Yeah, the building, it was like an armory, and it looked from the street like a castle. So it was really cool. It was crowded. I wish that, it was one of those things you'd like to just go to, just kind of have all the time in the world to stare. But it was full of a lot of information, little articles you could read, and costumes. Don't touch the costumes if you go. You're not allowed to touch them. But anyway, no, I didn't do it. That was a lot of fun. We also went to Webb's yarn store in, where was that? Northampton, Massachusetts. And this is going to go with my new stuff. I'm going to show you. I bought some yarn. I want to make a lacy scarf or two, and I bought some very, very lightweight yarn. This one's got a little sparkle to it. I bought one of those. I was assured by Stephanie that I could make a little scarf using one, so that would be nice. And then I bought some this color. why not? Let's have some fun. Let's just try something new and different. So I've got to find a good scarf pattern that I can make something lacy and maybe not too wide, maybe just like a narrow scarf, just like an accent. So I bought that. We also went to Yankee Candle Village, which is exactly what you think it was and more. And they give you a map when you go in there. And that was in South Deerfield, Massachusetts. And they give you a map when you walk in. You're like, oh, okay, here's my map. And like, half hour later, you're in a part of this place and you're looking at the map going, I don't know where I am. So it was pretty funny. They had all kinds of really cool things there. And I did purchase a couple candles, but one thing that I did also that I got that was more stitching related was, and I put it in a tin, but a little beeswax bee. It smells so good. And they sell these. They have like a little bin of these. And I just happen to have this little metal tin that it fits in perfectly. So, and it does say, use it for sewing, use it for all, it gives you all these ideas what you can use it for. But I thought that was pretty, and it will be really good for using it on my thread for stitching. I got some new stuff. Let me see, is there anything else I want to tell you? Oh, before we do new stuff, I want to show you a cross stitch rewind. And because it's July, and we just celebrated the 4th here in the United States, Independence Day, there it is, America by Little House Needleworks. I think I finished this maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Framed it up. I just like the simplicity of this. It's, I just really like that. And I have this hanging downstairs in our office. So there it is, America by Little House Needleworks. And I'm gonna put that over there really quick. Okay. New stuff. Yep, got a few new things. I got in the mail my Victorian Motto Sampler Shop threads of the month. These were June's. A lot of pretty ones. As usual, I like the colors on these. I like that it's just a generous amount, and these are really nice to stitch with. I have used these a bit. So those are my June threads that I got. And I won a giveaway. Have I ever won a giveaway before? I don't remember. Maybe a long time ago. I don't usually win giveaways. But Deborah from, oh my goodness, I'm trying to blank. I'm so sorry, Deborah. Oh my goodness. I'll list her below. Deborah. I was going to say, she's one of my favorite Flosstubers. And oh gosh, it's terrible. She sent me a nice card from New York with a nice message on it. Pretty. And here's what I won. Isn't that pretty? Aren't they cute littles? April, May, and June. 3 very nice months of the year. Very pretty. And she also added a color and cotton thread in a really pretty green color. Can you see it? It's a little green. But it's pretty. It's like a mossy green. Very, something that, I'll use a lot. So, yay. I also got a couple of charts from the Whole Stitch and Caboodle on Facebook. Cool group to be in. I talked about them before, and Prairie Schooler 2019 Santa. I mean, this sheep, really, and that. lamb. I like them. So, couldn't resist. And I also got Abby Rose Designs Liberty Lane. Is this not one of the prettiest things? I want to start this so bad. I mean, I really want to start this. So, you might be seeing that one soon. I also went to a little antique store around us, and I bought this cool metal box with handles, kind of baskety look, kind of metal, painted white. It's a little rough, needs a little cleaning up, but what I thought I would do is use Kathy Haberman's video, her hands-on design video about making a little stitch box where she put a piece of fabric on the bottom, cover a piece of foam core and put the fabric on the bottom so you can keep your stitching things in. And then you don't have that, you don't like touch that metal on the bottom. But I thought that would be pretty cool. Find a real pretty piece of fabric and put that on there. So, plans. I'm going to get with the stitching again and hope that books will start to like come in at a little bit slower pace. Maybe I just need to, and I have thrown, I always say I'm throwing back. It's like when you're fishing and you throw a fish back. Sometimes so many books come in, like if you get like 3 or 4, it's like, I can't read this in 2 weeks, and I have to throw them back and just re-reserve them or wait till they're just on the shelf or something. So I think what I'm going to do is the next thing I pick up, I'm going to do my berry heart. This is UB Design, and it's berry heart in winter. And I'm just going to be I'm not doing this bottom part, I'm just doing the top because I love it, and I love the way that snow looks on there. And when you look at it, yeah, look at the snow on that. So I'm going to do a little bit of Christmas in July stitching for myself and work on berry heart, and then just keep going on with the rotation, have a good time with it. I hope everybody is doing well. We're going through the hottest part of the year right now. Well, maybe not the hottest, but it's pretty hot. And that's what it is. It's hot. It's July in the South, so I don't complain about it. I just put my air conditioning on, and usually not a problem. Unless I have to be outside a lot, which I try to avoid at this time of the year. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for subscribing. I got some new subscribers, and I appreciate that very much. Thanks for all my my existing subscribers and the ones have stuck with me for 2 years now. So that just makes me very happy, and I appreciate every one of you, and your comments mean a lot to me. So thank you for that. And that is probably it for this time. I will say once again, if you want to try to go to my blog, which is Crafty Cat Stitcher, and I will put the link below, and try to win the chart on my blog. It is only for subscribers, so go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And I'll draw a name tomorrow night. I'm not going to draw anything from comments, so I just want to make that really clear. It's just for blog subscribers, and make a comment on the blog. So, and I will put the link below. So have a great week, and enjoy your stitching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.